Hey you guys, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with MLB 2K12 in franchise mode with the Detroit Tigers. Now I am kind of sad because interleague play is done and over with, and that's sad because you do get to see teams that could potentially square off against one another in the World Series, so you kind of get a preview of what may happen in a few months. But also there's some pretty intense rivalries that get to be played out during interleague play as well, and I think that's probably my favorite part, is just the rivalries and how bitter that they can get. But even though that's done and over with, we're still going to have some fun here as we're getting really close to the All-Star break. You can see we're going up against the Texas Rangers. We're back to American League only. And this is going to be tough because the Rangers have got a lot of weapons in every facet of the game. Hitting, pitching, defense. Luckily, I get the opening salvo out of the way here when looking at hits with that single that goes into right field. Nothing happens because of it, but like I said, I'm just happy to have it out of the way. Now, Justin Verlander is going to be on the mound for me in this one. And when you're going up against a team with so much offense like the Rangers, you got to have somebody like Verlander just step up and kind of play his best. Now, on the left, you can see he has 4 pitches that are above 90. That's really one of the things that makes him one of the best pitchers here on the Detroit Tigers. Actually, the best pitcher on the Detroit Tigers. Some may argue that he is the best pitcher in all of baseball right now. Man, there's a lot of arguments for that. One of the things that I love is the velocity on his fastball here, which can reach up to 100 miles an hour. Let's go ahead and throw that fastball here low and inside on this 0-2 count. Just watches that go by here for strike 3, and I really can't blame him. Put yourself in his shoes. But 98-mile-an-hour fastball is coming at you low and inside. Wouldn't you freak out a little bit? I know I would, but the good thing is I get the strikeout, and we're back here to hitting the ball. Now, Delman Young getting that one to go into center field. Josh Hamilton picking that one up and throwing it into the infield. So we get a little single out of that one here. Now, a little bit later, this one is going to go to the shortstop here. Throwing over to first, but it's a bad throw. And because I'm smart, I rounded third and decided to come home since it was 2 outs. Now, that's something you got to do. Because if that play had been made at first, I'd be out. No big deal. But because the play wasn't made, I was able to come home, get the run. That's helpful. Speaking of runs here with this one, also going into center field, that is going to allow Marco Scutaro to come home. And we're looking at an early 2-0 lead here for the Detroit Tigers. Something that I definitely needed to have. I'm glad that I have a 2-run lead, but I don't care what the score is. I'm not going to sit back and rest on my laurels because that would be a fatal move. Texas is very potent. They can put a lot of good stuff together, and they can come back here with 2 runs very, very easily. 3? I don't know. This one goes into left field. Miguel Cabrera getting that home run. Man, what a great hit this one was. Now, when you take a look at power hitting, Miguel Cabrera has actually taken a back seat to Prince Fielder, which I don't know is necessarily that fair, because when you take a look at what Miguel Cabrera is doing for my team, he is ranked 1st in the American League in batting average, 2nd in on-base percentage. Sure, he's high up there with the home runs, but that doesn't tell the full story. This guy is helping my team out so much. I'm so glad that he's playing for me, because if I ever have to go up against him, I tell you what, I'm going to be worried here, because I've seen what Miguel Cabrera can do, and it's very, very easy he could have this much success against me too. But a 3-0 lead here now is definitely nice. I'm not necessarily too worried about the Rangers coming back here pretty quick, but at the same time, it's something I got to be cautious of. Hamilton diving for that one, making a good defensive play. And he's actually been having to work quite a bit in this game. A lot of my hits that I made contact with have gone into center field. Now, while he gets the out right there, and he's gotten a lot of other fly balls, that's got to be the coolest move that he's had all game long. All right, so a lot of strikeouts here for Justin Verlander early in the game. I can't show you all of them, of course, because that would probably make this like a half-hour-long video. But he's just doing a great job. That's the only reason right now that Texas is sitting at no runs. The thing is they have made contact with a lot of balls, and that's something that I've definitely noticed. But a lot of them have gone foul. So, I don't know. I think that I'm doing all right now. I'm hoping that it continues on through the rest of the game, but I just got to be careful. Strikeout right there, of course, here leading to the 4th inning. Now, here we go with another hit into center field, and I'm just getting the timing down perfectly here going up against this pitcher. And so if I keep going with this, we could be looking at some more hits, some more runs, and that'd be nice. But now that we've got a runner at first, this unfortunately is going to be a double play. Marco Scutaro hitting that one, and that's going to go ahead and destroy my momentum for that inning. I guess you can't win them all, though. But anyway, after that here we are in the bottom of the 4th with 1 out. This is going to be a hit that goes into left field, allow runners to be on first and second. Brennan Bosch running that one down, getting it into Ryan Rayburn. All right, so with one out, I'm okay because I can keep throwing the ball low, hopefully getting a double play here at this point. But on this one, dang it, that one goes into center field. That's going to allow a runner to come home. Austin Jackson, of course, is not going to be able to complete that throw to the catcher. And so now, while we did have runners on first and second, we still have runners on first and second, but we've got a run on the board here now for the Rangers. So a 3-1 game here at this point. Still a 2-run lead. That's okay. I just got to be careful that I don't allow too many more runs to kind of go ahead and take place. All right, 5th inning now, able to get out of that jam. Victor Martinez hitting this one into the corner in right field. He's going to go ahead and round first. This is a risky move, but he's going to go ahead and slide head first, and he is safe. Now, when you're going up against the Rangers, as well as any other good team, you have to take some risks. And I'm pretty fortunate here that that one worked well for me. Now, they're going to go ahead and walk Miguel Cabrera, probably because his last at-bat ended up with a home run, and they don't want 2 runs on the board in addition to the 3 that I already have. So now I have runners on first and second. Prince Fielder hitting this one into center field. Surprise, surprise. But we're going to see Victor Martinez advance from second over to third as he tags up. So now I have runners on first and third. I wish I had less than 2 outs, though, because then we could see Miguel Cabrera steal second. Not going to be the case here, though, and unfortunately, really nothing happens out of that one here, too. All right, bottom of the 5th now. Now, the Rangers are starting to do a little bit better, which I'm sure that you have noticed here, but I'm not doing too bad from a pitching side either. I think one of the things that have helped me considerably with my pitching game is the Chris Rose My Player, because whenever you do a My Player mode as a pitcher, remember, that's all you're going to be doing, unless, of course, you're playing as a National League team. Then you'll be doing some hitting as well, but since I'm playing with the Indians, of course, I'm going to be just pitching all the time. Another strikeout here on that changeup. But I've been able to find good patterns here that I can utilize in franchise mode as well, and this is helping me out. All right, 2 outs now here. This one, Scudero is going to take forever to throw it. Decides to take like 5 or 6 steps maybe, and that's what allows the runner to get on first. Not happy about that, to say the least. It's one of those things that if this was real life, I would have benched Scudero. But what's the point, really? It's not like I'm going to teach the computer a lesson or anything. But with the runner on first here, this one going into the gap in right center, Delman Young trying to run that one down as it hits the wall. Now this is going to be a little bit close. Scudero going to have to throw it in to Victor Martinez, and he's safe. So a 3-2 game here now as the Rangers do get another run off of that. Man, see, I told you they could start to come back here. Now, my offensive production has not been anywhere near where I want it to be here for the last few innings here. I got to get that turned around. I got to get some extra runs on the board here because if we keep going at this pace, Rangers are going to win this game. All right, so now that we've advanced a little bit more here into the 6th inning, this slider is going to be hit well into left field. Going to shot just short of the left fielder, so we got another single now. All right, so maybe we're starting to get things going. Maybe this hit is going to lead to a good series of hits. Delman Young doing a great job just on the season as a whole. But here we go, hitting the splitter once again. Scudero hitting into the double play. Should I bench him? I'm really debating it at this point here in the game, but like I said, what good would it really do? I don't feel like I have anybody else who would be able to help out. Alex Avila is hurt, so I got to have Victor Martinez there at the catcher position, but anybody else I'd bring in, I don't think it'd be a smart call. Not like I'm thinking about putting Victor Martinez over there at second or anything like that, but just kind of letting you know what I'm working with right now. I do have a couple injuries that I'm trying to work through here. But another big hit from Miguel Cabrera with a runner on first is going to allow 2 runs to come home, expanding my lead, and I absolutely needed this. This is the first time in a long time I've gotten 2 home runs out of one player in a game. In fact, it's really felt like as of late I've been not hitting too many home runs at all. So to have 2 in one game is a big, huge victory for me. 3 RBIs out of this guy today. That's quite a bit for us here, too, when you take a look at the score. So, like I said earlier, he's really been helping out my team. I think this game has been the prime example of what Miguel Cabrera has done throughout the year. And I know with the highlights that I do, I don't get to paint the whole picture of everything that's taken place. You know, Sure, he'll get a lot of singles, and maybe those singles aren't going to amount to anything, but when you get big hits like this is awesome. Definitely a great sign here. Now, after that, Texas going to the bullpen, probably a smart call. 8th inning with 2 outs here. Now, this one is also going to be going in a left field. So I'm starting to kind of swing a little bit more early. I think that's just because some of the pitchers have been throwing a little slower here now that they've kind of gone through and, worked a number of pitches here. But we got another one here that's going to bring a runner home. So we're looking at a 6-2 game now here in the 8th inning. So having a 4-run lead is a lot better than having a 1-run lead, and that's turned around pretty quick here as well. That's what I love about baseball. Things change very, very fast. All right, so in the bottom of the 8th now, Verlander's still in, as you can see. This one going into right field, Delman Young getting this into the infield quickly, preventing the runner from being able to get to third. Having somebody 90 feet away from home, not cool. All right, 0-2 count now. This one is going to be hit. Oh, man, left field. Come on, Bosch, get it in. Woo, I stopped him. Bases are loaded now. So the Rangers are definitely in a position here to do a lot of damage. Now, they could go ahead and hit a grand slam. They could go ahead and get a good hit. This one is going to be caught by Bosch, but going to allow a runner to come home as they tag up. Not even that close here, but that's okay. So we're looking at a 6-3 game at this point. I think these can turn around here pretty quick because still we could be looking at a good hit that allows 2 runners to come home. A home run's going to allow 3 at this point. And that's going to tie the game up here and send us into extra innings. Now, Ian Kinsler up. Ian Kinsler, you can see, has some power, 81, so I got to be careful what I throw. A lot of hits lately here for the Rangers in the last few innings. So I don't know if it's necessarily been Verlander who's been struggling or if it's just been that I'm going up against the Rangers. Honestly, I think it's the latter. Oh, man, that one got me worried. Anytime you hear a back crack like that, you figure that there's going to be a home run. Now, if that just had gone to the other side of the foul pole, man, that one would have been over the wall and the game would have been tied up. Got to take a look here. What's the best pitch to throw? It looks like it's going to be a curveball, low and outside. So he's got a good 12-6 curve. Let's go ahead and throw that one. Strike 3, catch him swinging. That's why it's always smart to take a look at that every once in a while to see what he can throw in those big situations. Now, Justin Verlander's going to be coming out here in the 9th inning. Jose Valverde coming in to try and get the save. And he's done a great job all year long. When I've been able to pitch as Jose Valverde, he hasn't allowed one save to go past him. I mean, he hasn't blown one save is what I'm trying to say. So I'm feeling pretty good here that he's going to be able to get this game closed out, that we're going to come away with the victory. He just has to keep doing what he normally does, just throw that fastball with velocity, mix it up with some other pitches here as well, just to kind of mask what's going to be coming next. But see if we can get the out here. Nobody is on base right now, so this would have to be a pretty big 2-out rally for the Rangers to come back and tie this game up or get the walk-off hit, home run, whatever it may be. Strike 2 as this one goes high and outside. I'm trying to mix it up here too. So who am I going to throw here? Ooh, it's a ball on that splitter. That one was a little bit too low and inside. Let's try and see if I can go low and inside once again with a fastball. Swings and misses. Great way to end the game here. And a great win all around. 6-3 against the Rangers. Just a phenomenal game all around. Got to give mad props to the Rangers for playing this one here pretty well. But thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really do appreciate it. More franchise mode to come in a couple days here as we're back on track here in the American League. Seriously, though, you guys, subscribe if you haven't already. You guys know I'm on Facebook or Twitter if you guys want to be in the know on what's going on. Now, really, I cannot thank you guys enough for watching these videos. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing this. So, can't ever say thank you enough. But as always, I hope you guys have a good one.